Now I think we can all admit that Apple's releases last year were a little bit stale. Phones that looked the same, iPads that looked the same, until we saw the reveal of the Apple Watch Ultra. And at first glance I thought, man, that's a good looking watch. But once I saw the features and the details about being aimed at the adventurer or the scuba diver, that is where my interests started to fall off. But as I continued with my Series 5, I could not help but wonder what it would be like to have a smartwatch that could last 2+ days. So in this video, let's talk about the good, the bad, and whether or not you should buy an Apple Watch Ultra now or wait for the Ultra 2 to be released. Now, I have been wearing my Ultra every day since I bought it, with some breaks and pauses in there to review some other smartwatches. But all that really does is just make me want to go back to the Ultra, especially when I was using the Series 3. Which leads me to my first point, the display. This is Apple's largest and brightest smartwatch. At 49mm, it is almost too big for some people's wrists. But I think it fits mine just perfectly. Every part is useful. And with the Ultra, I can finally say that I no longer take my phone out of my pocket for 75% of my notifications. I can read emails, messages, replies, all on my watch, without having to take my phone out. And replying is just as easy. With the full keyboard available on the watch, it is great for just quick swipe texting or using voice dictation for those longer messages. I even take phone calls on the Ultra, which I would never do on any other smartwatch. And most of the time I would just let the caller know that they are on speaker, and the comments back were that they sounded fantastic, and that they didn't even notice that they were on speakerphone. The multi-microphone array that Apple is using on the Apple Watch Ultra is great, and it blocks any unwanted noise from disturbing the call. Next is design. The Apple Watch Ultra is the best looking Apple Watch. And to me, might just be the best looking smartwatch out there. I know some are not a fan of the squared off design, but with the titanium build, flat sapphire glass, action button, and the raised lip on the edges, it all just adds up to a great looking smartwatch. And the best is yet to even be discussed, and that is the battery. The Apple Watch Ultra is the only full-featured smartwatch that can last 2+ days. Maybe the latest and greatest from Samsung has finally hit the 2-day mark, but I haven't had a chance to dig into those yet. But just being able to use your watch for a full 2 days without having to worry about charging it before bed is such a relief. But with the new series of watches and the bump to the S9 processor, which is supposed to be based on a 5nm build, this year's Ultra could last 3+ days. That is quite crazy, as just one short year ago, we all had to charge our watches every single night. Now, some things that I have learned to love during my time using this watch. First is the flashlight. I love that I always have a flashlight strapped to my wrist as I walk through a dark house when I go to bed and when I wake up in the morning to do my workouts. The 2000 nit screen is crazy bright and has helped immensely during my time of using it. I have even set it to the action button. Sleep tracking is another great feature that I have taken full advantage of. As before with the smaller watches, most nights I would put my watch on the charger and forget to put it back on before falling asleep. But with the bigger battery and fast charging, I have only missed a handful of nights since owning the watch, which is great for keeping sleep data and knowing how I slept. The display is also just large enough to play some smaller games on. I really enjoy certain puzzle games on the watch. And with a third-party app, you can even watch YouTube videos on your watch. That is absolutely crazy, but I will warn you, your shoulders are going to be burning if you plan on watching a full 8-minute video on your watch. Now, let's take a minute and step over to the things that I do not like about this watch. And it first has to be the charging. Yes, I mentioned this in the pieces that I do like, but the problem is that with every other charger that is not the fast charger that's included with the watch, like if you have a 3-in-1 charger which includes a watch charger, it takes a crazy amount of time to fully charge the Ultra. So if you are looking for an Ultra or an Ultra 2, make sure you pick up a multi-charger that allows you to insert the puck that is included with the Apple Watch so you can benefit from the proper fast charging. The second problem with the Apple Watch Ultra is the action button. Apple needs to allow for more customization and allow users to choose multiple actions. I love this as a quick flashlight button, but if I hold it, I want to be able to change that. As of right now, you can only enable or disable the siren. Let us choose a second function with the hold of the button. That would dramatically change the way I use this button. Hopefully they will make this change in an upcoming software release. Fingers crossed. And the final dislike is the bands for the Ultra watches. Apple only released 3 bands with the Ultra, and not one of these is the all-around watch band. They kind of each have their pros but lack in other departments. And that is not even to mention the prices of these bands. None of these are worth $100. They are not worth double the price of the standard bands released by Apple. We need these prices to come down, and we need a new and improved band that is made for everything the Ultra does. So now, it is time to answer the question. Should you buy or should you wait? Well, if you're looking for a used Apple Watch Ultra, then now is a great time to buy, as the second model has just been announced. So the used market will be flooded with people trying to sell their first gen watch so that they can pick up either the Ultra 2 or the Series 9. If you are looking to buy new, then it is a full wait for me, especially at full price. If there is a large discount on the Ultra Gen 1, then by all means, go for it. But at full price, wait for the Gen 2 and pick that up when it is available in late September. Let me know down below what you decide to do, because either way, you're getting a fantastic watch. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and click here for a video I made about the bands for the Apple Watch Ultra.